Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today it's Friday and we got historic, well, more importantly, we got historic all access. So this is where you get to try out every card, every card in the entirety of MTG Arena's card pool, save some of the banned cards, but this is pretty much your chance to try it before you buy into it by spending your wild cards, buying packs and whatnot. So you probably seen my, if you haven't seen my previous videos, you would know that I've had some really awful luck in Kaladesh Remastered, so I figured I would give Kaladesh a try still. So this is the deck I came up with. Essentially it's a Gyruda deck, so we have and if you don't know, Gyruda is the even converted mana cost deck, and when it enters the battlefield, each player mills 4 cards. We get to put a creature card with an even converted mana cost onto battlefield under our control. So we have the usual game plan of that deck, which is namely Gyruda into Spark Double into multiple other Gyrudas. But we have other decent targets as well, notably the Gearhulks. So we have 4 copies of Noxious Gearhulk. This might be a bit many, but I'm not assuming that I'm going to hit the chain very often, so I might as well have this one available. And sometimes you just ramp into a 6-drop, and this one's fine too. Got 2 copies of Torrential Gearhulk because we do have a few instances we would like to buy back. Well, we have the Growth Spirals, but I have 2 copies of Death Sprout. It's basically ramp at 4 with some early removal. We also have back 4 more in case we mill out quite a bit of our stuff into the graveyard. So it's a good way to get stuff back. And otherwise, we have from Paradise Druid, we have the usual suspects: Paradise Druid, Lotus Cobra to ramp us early, Growth Spiral Explorer to ramp us early even more. I'm testing out 2 copies of Languish. This probably could be Extinction. Actually, this probably should be Extinction Event. All we have to do is just hope our opponent keeps playing odd stuff. We just name odd. That might be better, but I'll test out the Languish for now because I have more copies of Extinction Event and I want to try out the stuff I don't have. I also got a copy of Vizier of Many Faces. This one, I figure it's like an extra backup, like a 5th. It's a quote-unquote 5th Spark Double, but it's not quite. But have some cases of backup. This deck definitely could be tuned better. We probably want to load up the 4 slots, so I'm gonna test this out, see what kind of works, what doesn't work. But basically, we do want to hit the ramp engine, so it's possible that this one could be beefed up. Mana base could be tweaked as well. It's, for all intents and purposes, green-black. We really don't want to be casting our blue cards if possible, but we'll see how it goes. And if this doesn't quite pan out well, I have other ideas in the pipeline, so I'm gonna keep trying this out. But there we go. And I probably should bring. Oh, I forgot to do this. You're seeing the old card list here. Let's see if I updated this one. Yeah, there you go. That's the updated one. It's been quite a while. Very busy. I wouldn't say very busy week, but lots of seminars this week. So that's how. Okay, so I actually, turn to Lotus Cobra into Fabled Passage is the plan. We'll see if our opponent has removal, so we'll go with that one. We might also luck into a blue, but we're definitely going to go for the Lotus Cobra first. I would prefer Growth Spiral, but yeah, maybe we could lean a little bit more into, or I could lean more towards Explorers, but okay. Well, the double Languish is not look promising. So I will note that we will hit 4 mana next turn. One of Growth Spirals. So I'm hoping to hit another 2 mana spell. Thoughtseize will probably lose the Growth Spiral. I don't think Languish makes sense, but if our opponent wants to take it, fine. Yeah, they want to take the Growth Spiral. Okay, so we did hit this one. Opponent might have another Thoughtseize, which would be awkward, but our hand's already awkward enough as it is. So we can hit 6 mana next turn. Yeah, there's the Thoughtseize, but now our opponent takes that one. We will hit Uro, gains life, but we can just drop the Gearhulk as a body. But then again, our opponent probably playing Casualties of War, so this is actually looking quite bad. I'll go for it, but I'll go for it for lack of anything better. I could have swung first just to destroy our own Lotus Cobra, but that's... And this is a Yume at least, so... It's also awkward that the Gearhulks are artifacts, so if our opponent is rushing to Casualties of War... decline... We're going to lose both our creatures and our land. Okay, do we see Casualties of War? Nope, Nissa shakes the world.
We will not fail. The land shall conquer.
Okay, so we actually have options here. We have Death Sprout, which we can use to kill draw land. I'm gonna just copy the Gearhulk. Target the creature. Opponent. Yes, we're gonna destroy that. We're gonna swing into Nissa. So if our opponent happens to run into another Nissa, we could Death Sprout our way out of this, I guess. Opponent Uros for real.
I am in need of rest.
Okay, we act. Yeah. Opponent. Another Gearhulk, but we're quite a ways away from that. So turns out just Spark doubling Gearhulks is quite good. I originally had copies of the Ravenous Chupacabra, but I figured if I was going to go for the effect, I'd go big. Sure, we could use the kill creature effect, but if our opponent happened to not be running any creatures, it would be really awkward. Ooh, nice 40 checks. So far, well, the languages are looking awkward. I'm already considering Extinction Event at this point. I'll probably make that switch. Also, yeah, double black's also awkward as well. It will shifting our deck to having as many single. Okay, the Death Sprout is a necessary evil, but the language doesn't have to be. I'm guessing that we can just scale away with Extinction Event. Okay, we got, yeah, the swamp is really awkward here. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is better. We have these two. We have a spare We have a spare Gyruda. We have a Noxious Gearhulk if things go bad. I might just bin the back for more. Yeah, I probably bin the back for more. The back for more is really a one-off to benefit from our... It's more like a longer game, as if Gyruda is not long enough, we can get a longer shot. And yeah, buying back Gearhulks is not a bad idea. I get. So I'll probably just bin the back for more. So we will. So here comes. So the awkward part now is drawing into more mana. We're running a basic 24 land deck, so like next turn I can tap to play Tasa, but okay, this is an energy deck which we have no responses at all. At least we're drawing lands, that's the good news. So, but we need to hit more ramp. Woodweaver's Puzzle not. We're probably gonna... I'm also considering adding... Okay, we will not serve... Destroy target creature. It's unfortunate this only hits creatures, but... Okay, here's the thing. If our opponent go... Oh wait, it's... You know what? I'll go for this. If our opponent has creatures in this deck, it's probably Ulamog anyway. And I want to take the... And I want to take the shot that our opponent is... And I want... Oh, I could have attacked, actually. I want to take a shot that our opponent might have needed this as an extra mana source. Knock on wood. Most likely our opponent has... Oh! Opponent needed the extra mana. So we will get to... I probably could have gone Gearhulks, but we're gonna do Gyruda first because that's what we set out to do. We whiffed on our end, but we did hit on our opponent's end. But more importantly, Tasa can do it again. Maybe we hit better. Okay, we hit a bunch of loot. Opponent's running all odds. Okay, we'll run the Lotus Cobra. So, kind of few whiffs. Let's see if our... Okay, opponent is looking for their 4th land. They're gonna get it next turn, so... Let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. Opponent also has the energy to just nuke this one. Might as well take this out or force our opponent. If our opponent's cashing in on top tier tokens, I'm going to force them to use it now. They probably only need to make one. And I'm going to give them the option. Yeah. So unless our opponent has... Well, our opponent could have Harness Lightning. So I'm gonna make them have it. Well, actually, our opponent does have Harness Lightning in the deck. I'm gonna make them have it so that, Wait. Okay, Torrential Gearhulk gets us... Death Sprout. So we're gonna get Spark Double. Okay, we can get their Ulamog. Or another Gig... Yeah, okay, opponent conceded. I have to decide between one of the two, but I'll probably get the Ulamog. Hey, Gyruda's still alive. Or at least it's plausible. Well, we got lucky, our opponent got stuck. I'm pretty sure that was an Aetherworks Marvel deck. And then our opponent stalled out. Oh, just getting gems all day. You know what? I'm fine with that. So we're gonna keep going with this one. I'm already starting to see some concerning flaws, like we probably want to have a counter spell of some sort. Frilled Mystic, maybe a Frilled Mystic, though that stretches our mana quite a bit. We kind of want the Jiwari Disruption is no, it's our mana base is the issue. If we were running only 2 colors, if we were just straight Dimir or straight Simic, probably. But running Sultai, I don't think we can afford to run the Disruption. So but I do need to think of a way to counter an Aetherworks Marvel without having to put a main deck Sorceress Spyglass. Or just accept that it's gonna happen. Like the Aetherworks Marvel deck, I think in historic, at least in the regular meta, everyone's pretty much had an answer to it. So I guess it's okay for us to be the one deck that is gonna kind of roll over to a turn 4 Marvel. That does lead to the question, why am I not running Ulamogs? Well, one, because we're in the Gearhulk plan, and it's I'm aiming for getting and aiming for value, basically a value on the ETB effect. So this is not keepable. We literally, yeah, this one swamp, extra swamp's a problem. I might adjust the Death Sprout if it weren't for the fact that ramped us. I'm definitely mulliganing this hand. This is not keepable. The Singleton Polukranos is yeah, we milled quite a lot. This one's more like an emergency plan. Also counts as removal. I'm gonna mull this. Yuck, this is worse, but I'm gonna have to keep this. I'm gonna bin the Cobra actually. If we hit the blue, so we might want to start. We might want to cut some of these basics. Like, how many basics am I? Oh wow, we're in real trouble. How many basics are we running again? Yeah, we're running 8 basics actually. 4 of them are swamps, so I probably want to adjust that to. I want to adjust that more towards forests and islands. Opponent's taking the hit. Unfortunately, we probably should also be on the lookout for cards that cycle. Sensors are, well, they cycle at least, but they cycle in the color that we're least running. Okay, we hit the Zaga Triumph, so there's some good news. Opponent is running control, so we are in real trouble. If we draw another land, I'll go for the Growth Spiral. Opponent's stuck. Our opponent's okay. Let's see. Opponent might counter this, which is nope. Yeah, definitely want to put that in the battlefield. So we definitely want another green source since we have casualties as an option. Yeah, I think I'm going to adjust the swamps. That might have been a pre-automatic. Okay, the languages are not doing us any favors. Yeah. I need to encourage our opponent to start playing stuff. If they're just gonna okay, Glimmer of Genius, that's fine. If they're just gonna sit back, I'm really considering the Jawari Disruption now. Opponent hits 5 mana. Opponent plays Narset. We're not exactly drawing cards, so that's fine. Opponent has a negate, but they need an essence. Well, we actually need to hit another land first, otherwise this is all for naught. We did hit the other land. Let's play the one that they know. They have a Syncopate X1, okay. Now we need to force our opponent to use all this up. They eventually have to play something. Otherwise, this is based... Silundi Vision, that just draws cards. Lotus Cobra Spark Double. This one's tempting too, but we know our opponent has to negate. We need to force our opponent to start using up stuff. We essentially have one more in the deck after this one, so I might wait for. Yeah, opponent has to have a counter spell. Oh no, they're digging. Oh, they got the Essence Scatter. Wow. But yes, seriously, if they're just gonna sit, okay, let's just play this one first. Probably could use some planeswalkers we control, but yeah, we really could. Let's see if they have the last one. Ugh. Well, to be fair, they are playing Gearhulks, so that one's kind of... Wait, and they have to take a push too. Wow. Well, we got controlled for good. And that was literally 3. And now I don't think we're gonna be able to punch through this one. Well, at least we know our opponent's gonna throw up cards. Knowing they have a negate means we can't cast this, but if they have another, well, this. Oh wow. Literally sitting back. You know what? I might just cut the languish altogether. I'm still on the fence about the languish, but I am going to make that adjustment. Swap them with extinction. An alternate thing we could do also is we could, like, Vraska's contempt. If, well, though to be fair, we didn't exactly need to interact with the planeswalker. Okay, so first things first, languish needs to become eat. No, sorry, extinction. I don't even think I want. Well, I still want to keep the casualties. Probably should also do a sanity check on the lands. Yeah, there you go. That's a still 4 swamps, but I'm gonna cut the swamp and I'm gonna swap it out with an additional forest because we really need that forest early game. I'm only running 2 of each of these. I guess I can also cut one of these for, say, a 4th overgrown tomb. I'm running. In addition to Zag, I guess another thing we can also do is make adjustments to this. Like, because we have Zaga Triumph, we probably don't want to overdo these. So instead, what we can do is we can take some risks with, say, a Woodlands. I cut 2 of these, so that's like 2 Woodland Cemetery. No, I don't. 2 Hinterland Harbors, 1 Woodland Cemetery, 1 Drowned Catacomb. Yeah, let's just rebalance it a little bit. Still a bit iffy on this one. But let's give this version a go. So yeah, and it's gonna take me a while to edit the deck here, so I'll probably do it while we're playing. Yeah, language having double black is an issue. Okay, yeah, definitely keeping this one. Opponent is playing goblins, so turn 2 Paradise Druid, turn 3 Spark Double Paradise Druid. Yeah, I guess we should expect to run into when it hits Conspicuous Snoop. Conspicuous Snoop Dog. So I'm probably gonna play this one first, see if we can. I do really need to hit extra lands. I'm guessing another thing we should probably do is make adjustments to the land count. One is taking a while to think. Ooh, Goblin War Chief is a problem, but it does give us an opportunity. If our opponent attacks, I might consider blocking. Okay, not if it's just those 2. But yeah, this is looking really bad. Our deck is considerably too slow for this one. I probably could add the Explorers. Oh wow. And our opponent essentially could mux us right about now, so that might be an issue. And we need to hit another mana next turn. Well, opponent hit their mana already. Mindstone's interesting. But let's see if they have the. Well, they can sack these 2, hit mux us, and if they hit a few extra goblins, Well, we know one card will not be a goblin. Chieftain. Okay, that's a problem. We need to really hit that other land. Basically, it's two decks that are planning to do the same thing. If we don't hit that land, we will just... Oh, opponent sacks that. Okay. That's 4 mana. Krenko. Okay. Krenko will net him... Oh no, Snoop again. Skirt Prospector. Oh, he wants to go wide. 2/4. That's a weird way to go wide. Then again, if I only hit... Wow, opponent's also very conservative here. Yeah, I would hit for at least 7. And this is literally my only chance to win. If I don't hit the land, it's good game. Ugh, it's casual. It's not land. Yeah, so we probably should edit our land count as well. So I might some cards like say the Death Sprout might need to be cut. Yeah, the Death Sprout's the odd one. The Back for More is like an emergency plan that we never really want to hit, so I guess I could just cut that for another land. Yeah, you know what, while I'm still editing it, let's play one more game. But I'm already considering that edit. So what are the one-offs that are not exactly panning out? Polukranos. Because I'm only running 24 lands. In hindsight, I probably should be running more. Or I could run 24 lands plus some of the... Okay, this is a definite keeper. Triome, Harbor, Cobra. No, Triome, Harbor, goes... Okay, we definite keeper. Let's just hope our opponent is not too fast. Okay. Yeah, the back farmer's gonna go. Daxos, okay. Okay, so I need to decide between Lotus Cobra and Growth Spiral. Let's do Growth Spiral. Oh, you have to submit. Okay, so next turn, Birth of Meletis. Okay, our opponent's kind of taking their time, so I can Lotus Cobra, drag the Gigan in. Okay. Hold on. 1. So let's say play this for 2. Crack. Okay. Okay, mana colors that don't quite matter because I'm just bringing this guy in. But we got the sequence. And unless our opponent can wipe both, I can Fabled Passage to play that next turn. Take the hit. So I actually want to hold this back. Okay, so if I play this, that's 2 mana. 3, 4, 5... Oh, wait. Oh, wow. I didn't hit any creatures here, but that's fine. So... And okay, that was extreme bullying. Yeah, double Lotus Cobra's busted. Hitting, and yeah, Torrential Gearhulk does wonders. So yeah, let's. But yeah, I'm going to cut out the back four more. It's either too slow or too fast. It's either too slow for what it does, or it just doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna just cut that in favor of another land. Let's just add a second breeding pool. And that sprout is kind of fine, I guess. I guess I could cut one. We're only running two Torrential Gearhulks anyway, so missing out on the Gearhulk plan is not so bad. So let's just add another Woodland Cemetery. So yeah, we're running 26 lands now. Gonna be kind of iffy, but it's gonna be worth it. So yeah, one. Okay, what I see. 2 hinterland, 2 breeding pool, 2 overgrown, 1 watery grave, 2 woodland cemetery. Oh wait, my mana's not adding up. 2 breeding pool, 4 fabled passage, 1 catacomb, 1 grave. Tree forest, 2 island. Oh, okay, there you go. One more basic. Okay, I guess we have some time here. We'll do about another game or so. But yeah, let's refresh that deck list. Yeah, I kind of want to really run more lands here. Do I want to bother with Ulamog? Probably not. Okay, so we got the Lotus we can Lotus Cobra into Spark Double, but it does nothing. And we have to give up the Fabled Passage. I'm going to mulligan this. This one's slightly better. I can bin one Gearhulk. So we're gonna go turn 2. If we can go turn 2 Growth Spiral off a land, that's fine. Otherwise we do turn 2 Paradise Druid, then Growth Spiral. Now we're gonna see if all those extra. Play this one first because we kind of need to draw stuff. Also, opponent playing white blue. Yeah, if we start whiffing on lands, I might start cutting more creatures, but it becomes scary because there's sometimes when we don't even hit. Opponents all tapping out. I probably should have considered casting this while our opponent was tapped out last time. Also, there's an odd chance that our opponent could have the seal away just to take out the Paradise Druid. Ugh. I could just cast this one, just to get any. Let's cast this one. Let's see if their opponent has any counter spells. Let's get it out of the way. No, it's Revitalize. This could be a standard approach of the Second Sun style deck, so we're looking at the Teferi in the future. So we definitely need double black because of the noxious Gearhulk. We'll swing with just Polukranos for now. Let's see if our opponent has a response to that. And I'm hoping it's settled the wreckage. I really could use the land. If our opponent's just gonna take 6, I guess that's fine too. Okay, opponent does another Revitalize. Okay. Not exactly a flyer. And another Revitalize. Okay, opponent loves their life total. But I'm guessing Teferi is in the future. Wrath of God. Might as well cast this now, I guess. Nope, we whiff. Oh wow, we're really whiffing. You know what? Let's just put this in hand. Yeah, we're missing a lot of lands. I guess 4 Gearhulks is kind of overkill. We can probably cut down a Gearhulk or 2. Ooh, not even done very much. Wow, and we can't copy it. So good game. So it's just control. So it's basic control, but the problem is we could not even control our lands. And take note, we actually upped ourselves to 26. I can probably cut one. Well, you know what? We're gonna cut the Gearhulk. That's what we're gonna do. Spark doubles are okay, but we're gonna cut a Gearhulk in the favor of another 2. Probably another Explorer. Card draw is not an issue, so -1 Noxious Gearhulk, +1 Explorer, I guess. Wait, what does Treasure Hunt do again? It reveals until you reveal a non-land card, so interesting. I wish it was an instant though, because we kind of need cards that hit off lands. That said, $27 lands, sort of. So that's basically -1 Gearhulk, +1 Juari Disruption. Hope I know how to spell that. Yep. Card spelled correctly. Okay, this one's definitely key. Let's hope we don't stall out like last time, but at least we can spark double our Paradise Druids in the worst case scenario. If we draw an extra land, okay, this is energy, so we need to rush. So if we hit another land, yeah, because we also kind of want to draw more cards. Okay, Triumph's perfect. So let's do the math. One, 2, 3. That's just 1. We've actually got another black source. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we spark double the Lotus Cobra. So next turn if it's an Attuned with Aether deck, they probably aren't running Sweep. Okay, Rogue Refiner. Slightly off. Well, actually not too awkward. Here's the thing. 1. Okay, I need to do some math here. First, I need to spend mana to bring this in. I played this, that gets us 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably want to offer the trade now. And that's fine, because I have all the mana already. So the question really becomes, because at least our opponent is 2 energy. Oh, okay, they consider. If they had the Aetherworks Marvel, they were still energy shy. It wasn't over yet though. Like, our opponent could hit an Ugin, Ugin or Ulamog. I would rather hit their Ulamog, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so it's looking much better. So we have to pay attention to our opening hand. We're gonna have to mulligan aggressively. But you know what? I'm quite fine. I'm quite fine with this version. This is looking quite good. Yeah, it takes a bit of iteration, but once you get the proper iteration out, we're fine. So, okay, slightly scary, but yeah, we kind of want more ramp than this. I was hoping the extra land start kicking in, otherwise I'm gonna start kicking myself. Also, though then again, having multiples of this is kind of like insurance, especially in a format where we have Thoughtseize. Then again, they're more likely to target this than these, but it depends on what you're more scared of. Okay, hit the Woodland Cemetery. So we get 4 mana next turn. We just need something to do with it. Okay, Lotus Cobra is something you can do with it. They might even eat the counterspell, which is kind of fine in the circumstance. Let's see what our opponent does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's the counterspell. Oh, okay. Because that's not a good enough counterspell. And yeah, the center's tap. Yeah, sure, that's fine. So next turn we will have the 6 mana. If our opponent doesn't mess with our creatures, we will have the 6 mana we need. Baffling End probably targets the Paradise Word, which is kind of correct. So this is where it gets awkward. Although I do like these art styles in that way that if you do copies, you can tell the difference. We need to hit 1 more land. If we don't, it's gonna be awkward. Okay, no, it's not gonna be. It's very awkward. But you know what? Let's let our opponent know that it's coming. Our opponent probably has counter spells up. Oh no, they're just ramping. They probably might still have a sensor, but or another Baffling End. At least it's a good thing we have doubles. Also, this is the Vizier version, so our opponent hitting this with Baffling End, it's good. Hitting this with a regular removal spell, not so good because of Embalm, but at least yeah, Vizier is a good backup, I guess. Oh wow. Our opponent could have a Wrath, so I'm actually gonna hold back. Opponent is starting to consider casting some stuff. Shark Typhoon. Oh wow, they're having mana issues, or they just want to hit Uro. Yeah, we just need 1 land, but yeah, I figured our opponent had the Wrath. Oh, hey, nice, we get the Vizier back. So let's tempt our opponent to cast another Wrath. I'm not gonna even play the island. At least it gives us a reason to be screwed. Have this kind of mana problem. Yeah, if things got really bad, I can embalm the Cobra. Opponent 1 card short of Uro, so it's thinking of something else. Probably another Wrath. Actually, they need to be proactive. They might try for Teferi. If it was me, it'd be another Wrath. But how many Wraths does the typical Teferi deck run? I'm actually wondering where's the Field of the... Oh wait, we banned it. We banned it again, right? Yeah, you only have Field of the Dead in Brawl now. Narset. Well, I'm not exactly drawing cards. Our opponent might be digging for removal. And the way our opponent tapped their mana is a problem because it tells us they don't have a counter spell. There's no mana tide yet. Oh, there's a Pact of Negation. Baffling End number 2. You know what? Let's make them work for it. Let's make them work for it. They have the Pact, so they're gonna have to spend mana for it next turn. Oh no, they're gonna let it go. They probably have a Wrath. Spark double. Oh wow, they're all Planeswalkers. Okay, that was a... That kind of ended there. So we're gonna hit Narset, so... Limit our opponent's card advantage. Oh, they didn't counter this. They're probably gonna Wrath first. Which makes sense. Yeah, there's the other Wrath. This doesn't hit Planeswalkers. So slightly awkward. We're gonna see if they have Wrath number 3. Otherwise, they're definitely just gonna play Pact of Negation. Growth Spiral. And Pact of Negation. Yep. So they will still have 2 mana left over. They definitely have enough to hit Uro next turn. I was kind of considering putting Karn in. Okay, they did not have the Censor. We only hit a Paradise Druid. Well, we're out of Lotus Cobra, so I can crack this one just fine. Opponent might... I think the opponent might be tempted to go for Uro since they already have the mana, but they kind of want to clear the board first before we do that. Also, they don't know we have Gearhulks. So far, they've only seen us hit and whiff. Well, they saw the Torrential Gearhulk, so... There is some suspicion on that. Yeah, I kind of wish I had the back for more now. That... Well, that's fine. Can't keep... Let's see if our opponent has Wrath number 3. They ran through 2 Wrath effects. No, there's a Gideon. Emblem.
Gods of this world are worthy of service.
Goes for the emblem.
You should quit now.
Signaling that they have a way to take to protect this one. So I might just Wrath. Now this only fights another creature, so... Oh, they love their Wrath effects. So our opponent can just keep +1ing this one, so that's an issue. They might actually just +1 then just play Uro, which gives us... Well, we do have Vizier to become a copy of it. So that's our extra out. Wow. That's it, we did. Okay, here comes Big Boy Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Yeah, it's gonna... Okay, just to protect so he can +1 on this.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, missing haste is an issue. That said, we can just dodge count. We can kind of dodge counter magic just by using Embalm. It's a May effect, so I'm gonna decline. That said, it's not looking very good for us. Our opponent could... bounce stuff at any time. Like, our opponent could just minus 3. Well, I'm actually okay if our opponent minuses 3 on the token. Yeah, it's been a while since I saw a Shark Typhoon. Okay, at least we can actually do it. We can actually Pelucranos into target this one. Opponent's bound to Uro soon. Nissa shakes the world. Okay, well, they can still Uro.
I've been waiting for this.
Let's see if our opponent might. Yep, bounces that one.
Slow down.
That's kind of fine. So what we can do is Pelucranos, snipe the shark.
My elemental friend.
So the thing is, we can actually still block. Actually, here's a tempting thought. I can actually just snipe the lands instead. It'll... So this... it only... It's preventing damage one way, so this can still die. Yeah, anti-planeswalker hate is an issue this deck has. Well, our opponent having 3 rats is also an issue, but that's not something we can deal with. Cycles. So we can just go Noxious Gearhulk again, but yeah, this is probably gonna be the last game. It's kind of the end for us. We've already gone through 3 out of 4. We only have another Gearhulk left. We have one. We still have 3 Spark doubles. We're kind of out of gas at this point.
No time for a break.
I even had other extra cards like say Denrova Horror that might have helped this one slightly, not too much. But having to answer this Gideon right now, yeah. Well, opponent hitting trip. In fact, it's not even much counter spells. Like it's just rat. They even discarded 1 pack. They only cast 1 pack actual. So that said, we do have the option of blocking with Pelucranos. Let's see how much. How much is this to escape? It's 6 to escape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives us options. I might want to just spend this first and nuke their planes. Yeah, because nuke their planes, then just Noxious Gearhulk the other one. Yeah, opponent didn't bother swinging because I probably should start taking this out, but I'll save that for next time. Now let's see if our opponent actually has to counter. Probably just concede. But then again, it's... yeah, that's good game. Well, we got controlled. That's all I can say. We got controlled really hard. But there we go. That's the team of this deck. Kind of hit or miss, but we do have some resilience against our opponent's opposing decks. But at the same time, yeah, it's still slightly scary. Other things we can consider here is... Actually, now that I think of it, instead of the Watery Grave and... Like, I could cut 1 Watery Grave and 1... I could cut 1 Watery Grave in 1 Swamp. And... and add 2 fetid pools instead. This gives us additional cycling because card draw is an issue. We can't just rely on cycling the triumphs and the fetid pools since we kind of played those out a lot. So having that's an extra option. We don't exactly have outs against control. We could fit our own Pact of Negation, but what would we cut? The Death Sprout maybe? Yeah, the Death Sprout's kind of awkward. We could just actually swap this out with Pact of Negation. Let's go all the way into rares. But you know what? Let's just do that right now. And I'm actually 1 card over. Yeah, we're running 26 20. Oh wait, that's not supposed to be there. So there you go. That's basically the final deck list. I won't be editing it here on screen, but you can check it out in the description. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great day, everyone.